Listen, if you want to complete team affinities without doing any showdown, it's going to be a lot more time consuming and it's also going to require a lot more stubs. But I'm going to help you do it regardless because you're going to be committed to this and you need to commit 100%. The first thing we're going to do is, yes, I know nobody likes doing moments, but we have to. Team affinity moments, you get 1,750 stubs once you complete the entire division because each and every single moment gives you 350 stubs. There are 5 moments per division, and once you complete a division, you get a total of 10 team affinity points awarded to you. Now, why are the 10 team affinity points important? Because there we get 4 live series players from that division. We're getting 2 bronze players and 2 silver players. Why are these players important? Because these 2 repeatable missions are going to be 2 of the most important missions we complete when it comes to doing team affinities without doing any showdown runs, especially the online version. Meaning, right now the events, I believe it's AL players and then NL pitchers. So you would be able to work on completing any of the AL teams or AL divisions currently by just stacking an AL roster of a certain division. And the way innings are calculated are 1 inning with 8 AL hitters is going to go ahead and give you 8 innings. If you play 3 innings with 8 AL hitters, it's going to give you 24 innings. And if you're doing it in events, then clearly you're going to be working on this and this at the same time. So you would be getting 24 here and 24 here. 11 games is going to allow you to complete this, which is 5, and it's going to allow you to complete this and then be halfway to completing it a second time. So you'll be getting a total of 7 team affinity points by doing this. So always look at events, look at what is required when making the teams. Unfortunately, we start event number 3 tomorrow, so you're going to want to keep a close eye on what you can use in terms of teams, and then put your team affinity division or whatever you're working on as the priority when it comes to those players, so you can tally the innings both for online and offline. But right now we have 10 points. The next thing I want you all to do is exchanges, because in total exchanges are going to give you 30 team affinity points, and with 30 team affinity points we get to work with a lot more. So what I would do when buying these team affinity cards is I would set a filter. My filter is going to be from 70 to 74 overall, but the ideal sweet spot is really 72 to 74 overall. So that's what I would suggest everyone puts it at. Let's pretend we're doing the AL East. We would be looking at the Orioles and we get to see Adam. He doesn't have any buy orders currently. So, well, apparently he just got 2 buy orders while we weren't looking. But what I would do is, if I was looking to complete this, is I know that in order to complete stage 1 of exchanges, I need 25,000 exchange value. And I know that Adam gives me a total of 997, which leaves me 3 short. If I was to get 25 of him, it's going to leave me more than 3 short, but it leaves me 3 short of 1K. So I would need roughly 26, 72 overalls. So I would put 26 buy orders at 25 stubs, or whatever you're comfortable buying him at, I would put that amount of buy orders. Look, this player is most likely doing that right now. And if it's really stacked, what you can do is you can up it by 1, but I wouldn't go racing with other people trying to up the price of the bronze card. I would find a price that I'm comfortable paying at, and I would put the total amount I need right then and there. Then you go to the Red Sox and it's the same thing. You find the card that's at the cheapest, you look at the quantities. If you want to compete with somebody, you can go ahead and do so, or you can just play it patient, because this is going to take some time to do and you need to remember that and realize that. And you can put 25 stubs buy orders, you can make 26 of them. If you're comfortable paying 29 stubs, then you make 29, or you make 26 at 29. You look at the Yankees don't really have too many cheap players, except for, well, actually all of these are pretty cheap right now, so you can make 26 buy orders there as well. You would look at the Rays, and whatever division it is that you're looking to complete, you will look at the 5 teams within that division, 72 to 74 overall. You find which is the best one in terms of bang for your buck when we're looking at exchange value, and then you put a load sum of quantities to buy from whatever that is. That's going to give you a total of roughly 30 team affinity points. With 30 team affinity points, we can start working with a lot more, because we're going to get to 40. At 40, along the way, we would have gotten one of these gold legends or flashbacks that are going to allow us to continue working on innings, because it's going to give us more players to work with, or at least one more player to work with. And then with the team affinity packs, you might get lucky, pull a diamond that's going to allow you to buy more exchanges, or you might get lucky and pull a diamond that's within that division that you would like to use either in the event or in the offline grind when it comes to play versus CPU or Conquest. So we get up to 40. After that, we get a gold. Once we get that gold, what you can do is you can begin working on the Affinity Conquest maps for whatever division it is. It's going to give you an extra 15 points, and I got the guides to these Conquest maps as well on the channel. So if you're looking for a guide, I got you. Just click on the channel, playlist section, how to Conquest, and you will find each and every single one division. So while you're doing the Conquest map, keep in mind that each and every 10 Conquest games, if you got players, meaning 1 through 9 of that division, is going to give you an extra 5 team affinity points. And each and every single gold pack as well as diamond pack has a player that has specific missions to them that once you complete them give you an extra 4 team affinity points. So when you do that, you get yourself to 50. Conquest would give you an extra 15. With that extra 15, we're at 65, and we would be getting an extra 4 from completing the mission from the LYLT player, an extra 4 from this gold player, and then an extra 4 from this gold player. So we went from 50 to 65, and then you add another 12 to it because we just completed 3 of the missions. That's going to take us all the way up to 77, which is going to give us another gold. It would take us to 81, and throughout all those games we would have completed either A, the online because we use them for events, or B, the tally innings offline and online because we use them for Conquest or play versus CPU, and we would have gotten ourselves an extra 5 points. Or maybe you've done it multiple times and have gotten yourself an extra 10 points. You would get your second diamond, you would complete the mission with your diamond, and then you're just going to continue grinding non-stop all those offline innings or online innings if you're using the event until you get to 150, while keeping in mind that each time you unlock one of these players, you can go ahead and help yourself out by getting an extra 14 affinity points. And that's basically how you do it without any showdowns. Now, what can help a lot of players out is if you're really lucky in terms of the team affinity packs and you pull one of the diamonds from one of those teams in that division, and you're lucky and that team doesn't have multiple diamonds, it only has 1 diamond, or you've been blessed and you have the other diamonds within that team, then you can go ahead and get extra team affinity points from completing the collection. You can get either 3 for the Orioles who don't have a diamond, 4 for the Red Sox that only have Chris Sale. The Yankees give the most. Whichever team has the most diamonds within that division are going to give the most, and then it's the Rays and Blue Jays tied at that. So you're going to want to look at the collections as well, and if you got some of them done, you're going to be way ahead of the curve. But that's how you do it. You're going to focus on doing these 2 repeatables while making sure that you go ahead and do the missions whenever you unlock one of these players, and you're going to build a team that's going to be stacked in terms of gold players and diamond players and players within that division. So it's going to make it a lot easier, and that's basically what you do. If you want to do team affinities without showdowns, that's basically the guide, especially the exchanges. That is going to be so crucial you wouldn't even believe it. So make sure you do the 72 to 74, find the one that you can buy for the lowest price possible that you're comfortable with, put a ton of buy quantity orders, and then just let it sit overnight, and I promise you that eventually they will sell to you and you will be straight. That's on me, you can believe me on that. And then you're gonna knock all of these out, I would say roughly probably during 2 weeks. It could maybe be 3 weeks, but hey, it's better than doing showdowns, especially if all you do is get frustrated at it. Now, if you did end up enjoying today's content, please make sure to hit that like button or subscribe button. Don't forget to follow me on all socials at Bhlademyst, same way it's spelled in the YouTube channel username. You can become a member of the channel by pressing that join button next to that red subscribe button. Turn on the channel notifications. There would have been cards that appeared. If any of them interest you, click on them. Community tab, interact with me there. Home, more Bhlademyst, my other YouTube channel, and then the playlist section has all of my playlists. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.